Hey, this is Sam again. I'm here to go over a bit about how to translate sentences into truth tables and how you can use truth tables. So here I have an example of some symbols. We have U, and U stands for it's a turtle, and G stands for it's green. Now I could have used T for it's a turtle. Really, obviously you can use any letter, so I've said before, but the problem with using T is it gets kind of confusing if you're using T's and F's to symbolize truth and falsity. So I went with U just to make it look a bit more elegant. So we're going to go through and basically fill in all these truth tables based on the image. So here we have a situation where U is true because it is green. Well, sorry, it is a turtle, and G is true because it is green, correct? It is a green turtle. So here we would say that the sentence, it's a turtle and it's green, is true. Now let's go on to the next one. Here we have a different turtle. Of course, the early image was technically a tortoise, but actually tortoises are often classified as a type of turtle. So here we have, actually, ironically enough, a green turtle. It's called a green turtle, but this turtle's actually red colored. So the sentence "it is green" is false, but the sentence that it is a turtle is true. In that case, the sentence "it's a turtle and it's green" is going to be false, right? Because both of those things have to be true. So likewise, with the next sentence, we have a green snake. So it is not a turtle, but it is green. In this case, the whole sentence is going to be false. And now we have a dog. And a dog is obviously not a turtle. And this guy's obviously not green. And once again, the whole sentence is going to be false. Now let's look at the disjunctions, because that was the conjunctions. So now we have it is a turtle or it is green. Well, here it is a turtle and it's green. So the sentence, it's a turtle or it's green, is going to be true. Sorry. It's going to be true. This, this is the problem of having the F keys and the T keys right next to each other on the standard QWERTY keyboard. Here we have our good old red colored sea turtle. Again, the species is green turtle, but I'm not talking about being a it is the color. It is not the color green, right? So it is a turtle, but it is not the color green. And so we would say the disjunction U or G is true, because only one of them has to be true. Same with the next guy, the snake, right? Because it is not a turtle, but it is in fact green. So we would say that the whole sentence U or G is true. And then we go on to the dog. Well, the dog, it is neither a turtle nor is it green. So they're both false. So the whole sentence is going to be false. Now let's go on to the next one, which is if it's a turtle, then it's green. Well, here it is a turtle and it is green. So that is true. If it's a turtle, it is green. Now let's go on to the next one. Okay. Here it is a turtle, but it is not green. Now in these situations, conditionals are false, right? And the reason that they're false is because what it's saying is that G is going to have to be true so long as U is true. But obviously G here is false, so then the whole sentence is going to be false. Now let's look at the snake. Okay, the snake is not the turtle, but it is green. Now in this case, the sentence, if it is a turtle, then it is green, is actually true. Right, and this is one of the things that always throws a lot of people off in logic, that a conditional is true and what we call the antecedent is false and the consequent is true. That really tends to surprise people. Likewise with the next case. Okay, here the dog. If it's a turtle, then it's green. Well, this is a golden retriever, obviously. So it's neither turtle nor is it green, but the sentence as a whole is still true. And this is the one fact you really have to memorize about conditionals, right? Is that as long as the antecedent is false, the whole sentence is going to be true. So long as there aren't a bunch of negations in there. So how you put these together into a single truth table. So here we're going to be looking at the truth table for U and G. It is a turtle and it is green. So first you want to populate the columns under U and F. And what you're going to need is you're going to need to have every single possible combination of the two parts. Right here we have U and here we have G represented, right? So here we have one where both is true, one where the first one is true and the second part is false, one where the first part is false and the second part is true, and then finally one where both are false, right? And then we can go in and fill in the values here, right? And it's going to be the same as above. So it's U and G is true when both terms are true. It's false, and it's false when one or both of the terms are false. Look at the disjunction and the conditional. So let me just adjust that to look a little better. Okay, so now we have U or G. So it is true so long as at least one of the two parts is true, right? And then we have the conditional, which is only false when the antecedent is true and the consequent is false. And that's what we have here, right? The antecedent is true and the consequent is false. So we populate it like this. Important to note that with a conditional, if you flip the order, right? So if instead of if U then G, then we have if G then U, then the antecedent is going to be G and the consequent is going to be U, right? Whereas in the previous one, the antecedent was U and the consequent was G. And your truth table is going to look pretty much the same, except for the fact that um, it is going to be true here and false here. And then, of course, true there. So the reason it's false here is because here the antecedent is true and the consequent is false. So this is how you translate simple sentences into a truth table.